Meghan Markle allegedly wrote a letter to King Charles when she supposedly tried to lobby for a solo audience with her father-in-law after the passing of Her Majesty the Queen. The story dropped a few days after the Queen's funeral in mid-September. It would have been a ploy by Meghan to catch the new king unaware. Neil Sean said that he'd heard from a very good source that the American actress had sent a letter requesting a private conversation with the monarch. He claims Meghan wants to clear the air. What could this letter, if Meghan even wrote one, what could have it entailed? It's predicted that she wanted to explain the reason for the attacks. She could have also attempted to blackmail Charles into giving the children titles. Anyone who's followed this train wreck for the last 5 years will know she knows how to get men to do exactly what she wants them to. Charles has enough experience with her to know that Meghan's claims hoodwinked him and almost everyone in the family. The palace would have stepped in if she'd written the letter. It would have gone through his aides first before he read it personally. According to a screenshot from Markle News 1, the Harkles are blackmailing King Charles for money. The screenshot read, "I heard that Her Majesty appealed to Charles for money, or they'll be forced to go ahead with the book, docuseries, podcast trifecta. Apparently, Charles looked at them and said, well, get on with it." Meghan took it as a sign to move forward. Even though angry about the money, Harry heard it much differently. He heard it as a threat that they'll be cut off from the monarchy, titles and all, forever. I heard that shortly after this conversation is when Charles made his speech proclaiming that he as King Charles, along with his wife Queen Consort Camilla, would serve the United Kingdom alongside William, Prince of Wales, Catherine, Princess of Wales. Harry and Meghan will continue to live their own lives. I think that speech said everything. No titles will be used or given to those who do not serve the UK. Lately, royal biographer Tom Bower has claimed King Charles III could take the pretty drastic decision to strip Meghan Markle and Prince Harry of their titles, amid fears the Duke of Sussex's book will be damaging to the firm. Bower said, "This book is really make or break. I imagine that King Charles has been warned that any retaliation won't be pretty. All that King Charles can really do is to withhold the titles for his grandchildren Archie and Lilibet. Ultimately, I suppose he could take away Harry and Meghan's titles as well, but that's pretty drastic. I don't know what else he can do. If it's as bad as I think it is, then Harry and Meghan have gone fully rogue." Meanwhile, royal biographer Angela Levin pushed back against the suggestion that Harry was viewed or treated like a spare when he was still a working royal. She told GB News host Nana Akua he wasn't treated like a spare, he was incredibly popular, the most popular next to the Queen. Because he was mischievous, because he was fun, he was very lively. William's got a much harder life because it's so demanding to be a king and to be an heir. The royal author said, he got what he wanted, he got his freedom, he's got as much freedom as he likes, he's got a woman he absolutely adores, he's got children, he's got 16 bathrooms. It is really astonishing that he can't say anything good despite having lots and lots of therapy.